Action. What's up, y'all? This your boy Kevin,
And your girl Joya.
and we're the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast, where it's all about life, love.
And relationships.
So today, y'all, before we get going, we can't mess up like last time.
What?
Disclaimer.
Oh,
right
yeah.
off the
It's
rip.
disclaimer time. It is disclaimer time, guys. Are you ready?
Mhm.
We are not certified marriage counselors. Me and
Nope.
Kevin are not certified marriage counselors. We are just two people that are in love and married and that chose to fight for our marriage. And by doing that, hopefully we can help others. But we are not certified marriage counselors. So please do not hold anything that we say against your significant other or spouse, saying we said anything and then y'all take it to court or use it against each other, because that's not going to work. So this is our disclaimer, guys.
That's right. And anyway, you can't sue us because you ain't going to get none. We'll give you 7 grandkids, and you'll get half of them back in an hour. But anyway, so with that being said, how's your week going?
My week is going well. How about yours?
It's going great.
Good.
We want to give a big shout out to our baby girl,
Yes.
Miss Deja Marshall,
Mm-hmm.
for a few more weeks. She had a bridal shower yesterday.
It was beautiful.
It was
Shout out
beautiful.
to Mama Reeves, Michelle Reeves, for
And yourself,
and Jasmine, her oldest
Mhm.
sister. We put it together and it
Yep.
went so well. And we just want to thank everybody that came
Mhm.
and loved on her and got some good gifts and everything. So yeah, it was really nice.
And it was my first time I had to do photography in there for my baby girl.
Mhm.
But that ain't a place a man's supposed to be.
Oh God.
You know, I just kept feeling a little wicked up in there.
Wicked.
You know, especially when y'all did the
You mean
gifts
kind
and
of
stuff.
weird or something?
Weird, wicked, you
Not
know, whatever.
wicked.
Wicked. I shouldn't have been there. But I had to do my photography for my baby girl.
Yeah, she wanted you there. So
Yeah, so yeah. I hope I don't have to go to the other one, but anyway.
you probably gonna have to do the same thing. Take pictures.
Shoot, Lord have mercy. Well, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, y'all. And other than that, too, want to give a special shout out and happy birthday to my little cousin, Tamira Carroll. Today is her birthday. I won't say her age, so happy birthday, little cousin. And to all y'all July Cancer babies, happy birthday to you. It's our month. Turn up, have fun. You know, I did last week. I'm recuperated now, but it took me a couple days. Can't hang out like I used to.
Lord have
But I had a good time, though. Appreciate everybody that stopped by and celebrated with me and all the well wishes as well. Appreciate that. And thank you for giving me a great birthday.
I appreciate that.
For real. So
It was fun.
it was fun. But with that being said, y'all, tonight the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast is sponsored by Marshall Media Group, the home of the podcast shows such as this one, the More Than a Coach podcast, Marshall Photography, Mrs. G, Pre-K Learning Time, as well as DJ Kell music shows. So we appreciate Marshall Media for sponsoring us and helping us out and making everything we do special and nice.
Yep, Mrs. G learning time for now.
Hmm?
It's Mrs. G learning time for now on.
Just learning time?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I'm just not focusing just on the pre-K. Like, I'm getting kindergartners ready. I'm doing first graders and second graders also. So Mrs. G learning time.
No, okay. She moving on up. I ain't mad at you. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the topic of today's show. And what's the topic you got?
Boundaries in a relationship.
Boundaries in a
in
relationship.
a marriage or relationship.
It should be
Interesting.
interesting. For real. For a lot of reasons. So how you want to start it out?
However you want to start it out is fine with me.
Let me see.
I feel like, though, before we really get into this, I feel like it's certain rules for men than women. It
Mm.
always is. So I can't wait to see what this fellow over here has to say because I know he got a lot to say. But
I ain't got a
it's
whole lot.
always certain rules for women and men. It's different. So we'll see what he
I
says,
mean,
guys.
I'm gonna start it out like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna read types of boundaries for relationships.
Okay.
First, you got financial boundaries.
Mhm.
Then there's a physical and sexual boundaries.
Mhm.
Boundaries to protect your time. Boundaries to protect your family.
Mhm.
Boundaries for texting. Boundaries for privacy.
Mhm.
Boundaries for exes, which I don't understand that.
Meaning exes is
Like,
boundaries for them. Like you got to
yeah,
set boundaries for your exes. Like the
yeah.
exes shouldn't be feel
Well, I mean, I
comfortable.
understand that now,
Yeah.
but when you said that.
Yeah.
And boundaries for your mental health, which is
Mhm.
very important.
Mhm.
Religion or spiritual boundaries, and boundaries for how you communicate with each other,
Mhm.
and boundaries on how you deserve to be treated,
Yep.
and boundaries for equality.
Yep. Yep. I
Those
didn't
are.
even know that. I mean, I knew it was a lot of boundaries, but now that you put it in perspective, I'm like, oh wow, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So we should touch on each one
That's
of them
what
just a little bit.
that's what we gonna do.
Okay.
We got this time to for the floor that But I think since we did expose that, why don't we jump into the Miss G letter, or we should do that after we touch?
Probably after.
All right, after we touch, y'all. And once again, this is a pre-recorded show.
Yeah.
We sorry, y'all. We want to come live, but got to take care of some technical difficulties,
Yeah.
whatever you say. But it ain't nothing. We'll be back live. All right. So send us question, a quote, or whatever you want to say. You can always put it on the YouTube channel down below when on the show going, or you can email us at Marshall Media Group 54 at gmail.com or Mr. and Mrs. Marshall Podcast at gmail.com. And we'll get your message, and of course we'll discuss it. And if you know us privately, just inbox us. We'll follow up with you. All right. So let's start with which one you want to start with first?
It doesn't matter. I don't have the list, so you can pick them.
No, I'm gonna give you the list so you can pick. We'll touch on it.
Boundaries for how you communicate.
Ooh, boundaries for how you communicate. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you start that out.
Boundaries on how you communicate. So you have to set boundaries on how you communicate with one another. I'm assuming that's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it as you have to watch how you communicate. And that's how I take it as. And then I take it as when you're setting those boundaries of communication, you making sure that both are respected in those boundaries. So you have to respect my boundaries. I have to respect your boundaries. I'm thinking maybe like if we communicate, me and you, for example, is communicating about something and we're not seeing eye to eye with that communication. What is a boundary we can set where we can? Do you think that boundary will be where you be like, I just give me some time?
Yeah, walk away.
That's
for
that
a minute.
boundary.
Let me have my time to think it through, clear my mind, and because sometimes you won't.
I won't. But
you want your answer right then and there.
Yeah, but
and
then
sometimes I gotta process what you thinking about or what you talking about.
yeah,
And probably in the same with me.
right.
You gotta think about it sometime too.
I feel like your communication skill. I feel like your communication is just not there. Me and you've been together for so long, and I would think that you would know how to communicate better, which you have, but you still, it's almost
times,
like you
it's a mountain.
It's like it
you
just
can't
closed
climb
up.
a mountain in one day.
I know,
but
but man, you've been together for 30-something years. Like
we only been together 34, gonna be like 30 something. But anyway, sometimes she don't understand that. One, I don't like being confrontational with her. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't like being
confrontational? I don't. I'll raise my voice.
Yes.
And that lets you know, that's it, Joya. Stop. I don't want to deal with it. because I just don't want to just walk away from her, because to me that's disrespectful. But sometimes I gotta like raise my voice to try to get the point across. Like, hey, leave it alone. Let's not talk about it right now. You know.
Yeah, I have to respect that boundary that you just that type that um when it's something that you don't want to talk about. I'm not saying that it's right though,
No,
but
I'm
it's
not saying
something
it's
that you
right.
don't want to talk about. You'll set that wall up and it just be like, just don't, I don't want to talk about it. But then I look at it as, well, how are we going to communicate it? Like what,
I
but
mean, you gotta
that's
give
a
me
bound.
time though.
Yeah, that's a boundary of
Yeah,
communication.
give me time.
That's a boundary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I like that. Well, Okay. All right. Want me to pick one now?
Yes.
Uh, boundaries for privacy.
What do you think? What is
I
boundaries
think
of privacy?
I think the privacy, like, I ain't saying with your phone or stuff like that. Just maybe just sometime that alone time. If I say, hey, I'm gonna go for a ride, I just want to clear my mind, then give me that space to ride, clear my mind. I ain't saying you do not do it,
Right.
but I'm just saying some people might call and harass. Where you at? Where you going? What you doing?
Right.
That's the kind of
That was younger
privacy.
years of us.
I ain't saying just us now.
Oh,
Dang, you
okay.
putting us all out here now,
No,
all right?
that was younger
Man, we
years
didn't
of
grew
us.
from a lot of that. But I'm just saying though, that's the kind of boundaries for privacy that him or her might want in a relationship.
Now, do
And
you want those type of boundaries? Like hey, I'm gonna ride. But if you want those type of boundaries, then if I say, hey, I'm gonna go ride and clear my head,
then
no,
I mean, bye. But don't call me asking me where I'm at riding and clear my head. Because
no.
9 times out of 10, I'm by the water with a cigar.
Well, I don't have a problem with setting boundaries of private time for one another. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with it is if that is the boundaries that we're going to set, it has to be the same between each other. And that's just relationships, period, married, period. Not just us, but everybody. If you're going to set boundaries for privacy where he is want to go and have some me time, because there's nothing wrong with that, then the woman should be able to have some me time too. And I just feel like if boundaries are going to be set, they got to be equal.
Gotta be.
They got to be
And there's
equal.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. And that ain't just for just us. It's for
Right.
anybody that might be having that kind of issue with your significant other. So let's see what she gonna pick next.
Boundaries for your mental health.
Ooh, that's deep. Cause mine be.
I feel like we should do a show about mental health.
I think we should. Maybe next week.
Okay.
We gotta have somebody on too to deal with mental health stuff. Hopefully we can find somebody that helps people with mental health. So yeah. So if you're out there and you do help people with mental health, man, feel free to reach out to us because we'd love to have you on the show to talk about mental health. And that's a deep issue right there because I deal with mental health issues a lot. I mean,
but what does that mean? Boundaries for mental health. Like, what can that mean? That could mean
I think that to me is still part of that privacy.
yeah.
Or like you always say, I
Your
put
me
that wall up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time when I tell you, if I go to the basement, then unless I'm doing music or something, when I go to the basement, then I think, that's probably my time. Or if I go sit outside, by myself, then, I think it's just respecting that boundary of it.
Yeah.
And if you got somebody that's dealing with mental health and things like that, always be free to give them their time. Don't think they shut down on you, because you gotta understand it's a lot processing from point A to point B, and it's different for a lot of different people. Some people pick up a bottle. Some people might do some drugs. Some people lift weights, or it's a lot of different things. Me, I just want to sit by myself sometimes, turn the music on, and that's when I'm dealing with it.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm dealing with music, or listening to a lot of music. Yeah, so I'm going through one of them, them stages, you know.
Yeah. In my opinion, I feel like mental health, boundaries with mental health, like you were saying, like giving that person that is going through that some personal time to get their mind right and then come back to see if there's anything that you can do. Because sometimes you can't do nothing. You just got to let them go through it, but just let them know that you're there for them when you need them. I think my mental health time is just, me being in a room and either I'm writing or I'm just watching TV or relaxing or something or reading a book or something like that. Yeah, so I feel like that's a boundary too. That a lot of people don't realize that, mental health, when you're going through a lot of mental health issues, it is. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's different.
So I do agree with that boundary for mental health too, because you can push somebody that's going through it, and that you can just push them farther and farther, So
and mental health is real.
Yeah, it is.
When people going through that stuff, I was just talking to a guy the other day, Saturday morning, and he was telling me about how it was a guy in the apartment complex just started shooting in this apartment complex.
Oh my God!
But come to find out, he was dealing with some real issues, but he was like a normal dude. But some days you can flip, especially if you ain't got a grip on it.
Yeah.
It can cause you to spaz out, I mean, I ain't gonna go to that point, but I done been to points where I done crashed out, as they say.
Yeah.
But it ain't destroying nothing or hurting nobody. I just found different ways to cope with it, but yeah, so that is very powerful and deep. Yeah, mental health. Woo. All right. Anything else you want to add to that? Let's do a couple more before we get into the Miss G letter.
Okay.
Let me see. Did I pick last or you?
No, it's your turn.
It's my turn, huh? See, we don't have problems with that one, though.
What is it?
With boundaries with exes. We don't have problems with that.
We don't. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, here go one. Boundaries for your families.
Oh, yeah.
Now we talking in-laws and that side. We ain't talking about with our kid. Well, sometimes even that, though.
Yeah, we have to learn how to set those boundaries with their kids.
Yeah. We definitely do. Because, when we talk about with our kids, just in general, and if you a parent, you got children, or a couple with children, y'all know them kids, we love them to death. But sometimes they can get in the way of our time. A whole nother story and show we can talk about. But we have to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Because they have to know that, okay, mom and dad have done this all week, all month, all year. Let me leave them alone. Let them be them, And I think sometimes it's hard, especially from a mother perspective. It's
a
hard.
Father, too. Yeah, it is.
Shaky.
Well, I mean, it depends on how the father has a relationship with their children. If their father has a relationship with their children, a good relationship with their children, it's a problem. It's a problem too, setting boundaries with your children. So yeah, the father too, but the mother is the mother. That's just what we are. We're the mother, and we are motherly. We're gonna always, love our children just like the fathers do. But it's just that motherly.
Don't know how to say no all the time.
Yeah, so that's a boundary you can set with your, with your children. And even when you're raising your children when they're younger, there's boundaries you have to set with them too. As far as in-laws wise, my boundary, if I don't want to deal with them, I just don't,
Same.
Yep. So it's just like, and you could be that way, not just with your in-laws, but even your
associates,
family, your friends, all of that, your sisters, your brothers. You have to set boundaries for everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone. And in order to have a healthy relationship, there's got to be some type of boundary somewhere.
No, that's true. Because family, family can be some boogers sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially our in-laws, you know, we grown from that
Mhm.
because that was a big damper on both sides when
Yeah,
we
it really
first started.
was. It was.
And now that we're older, we kind of don't care a lot
Yeah.
about what people say and think
We
no more.
don't.
You know, I would say what I say sometime, but I'm not gonna do it. Trying to keep it PG. But why you looking like that? You already know. Y'all know she still make them crazy faces.
I didn't make a face.
Hmm. Don't worry, yeah, and Jody, I got the lamp on my side.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But anyway, she got to cross me to get to it. But yeah, so family can be that could be a sticky situation, but at the same time, if your family respect your relationship, then they have to respect the boundaries as well
Mhm.
that y'all set in place for them in your relationship.
Mhm.
You know, so.
And I feel like too, sometimes what messes it up is that you didn't set the boundaries in the first place.
That's true.
Like we didn't. That was our
No, we
problem.
did.
We didn't set boundaries in the first place, and
Hmm.
it was a mess. But like
Hmm.
Kevin said, we have grown out of that, and we're over that part. But yeah, but you do have to set the boundaries. But it's good sometimes to set them in the beginning so people will know.
Well, no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the last one,
Yeah,
right?
you got the last one for this segment here.
Mm, what about boundaries? What about this one? Religious or spiritual boundaries?
Mm. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you touch on that.
Um, I've learned that I can't push Kevin to worship the way I do.
Mm.
He set that boundary. He did. He set that boundary to me. And for example, I say, Kevin, let's go to church, or let's, you know, I want to go to church. You gonna go to church with me? And at first he was like, no, I'm not gonna go. And then I guess because I was asking him so much that it was a point where I think he said in his head, like, I gotta set this boundary because So he was like, let me go on my time when I'm ready to go. So I had to respect that boundary and like, okay, when he ready and when he wants to go, then he'll go with me. So, it's just him setting that boundary. Like, just because you over here doing that don't mean I have to automatically do that because you are. So I had to see that because at first it was just like, but we married. Like, if I go, you got to go. We got to go as a couple. We got to show that we got to go as a couple, blah, blah, blah. But no, we don't, because he's not responsible for my salvation and I'm not responsible for his. So I had to respect that boundary, and I had to pull all the way back and was like, I don't even, I'm not going to ask him. If he see I'm getting up to go to church and he's not getting up to go to church, I'm not going to be like, so you're not going to church? I used to do that. You're not going to church? So you're not going to church with me? I want you to go to church with me. You should go to church, So, and he had to set that. So now it's just like, he'll ask me like, you going to church tomorrow? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to go. And then that's it. I won't be like, you going with me? Because I used to be like, you going with me? But now it's just like, okay. And he'll be like, okay. So.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cause everybody know. I mean, trust me. I pray. I give God His time. I have my one-on-ones with God. But it's just, I have been to church.
Mm-hmm.
I've been belong to church. I'm saved. But I just have a different view of sometimes the people that deliver the message.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's just, I guess it's a stubborn in me, or I don't know what it is in me, but I just always don't feel that I have to go and be inside the church to get my understanding from God. I really don't like talking about a lot of religion stuff,
Yeah.
but at the same time, since we have brought it up,
Mm-hmm.
I respect her boundaries. Like when I know her phone go off at a certain time, I know that's her prayer time. When I come in, I see her in her prayer closet. I respect it. I move out. I don't make unnecessary noise, and because that's her time. Because when I'm having my time with him, and she respects that as well. And it's just, I mean, I know one day I probably will be going back into a church home. Um, I think we found some people that I love, one, and that I seen growth for what he done with people that I love around, so I know it's coming, but it's just right now, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna respect your boundary
Yeah.
when it come to that.
Yep. And I respect his. So.
But we both love God.
Yeah.
We God fearing people. We pray. We praise. And it's something about going in right now. I just into the house. I just
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll get back there.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I know in my time it's coming.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. That was
Yeah,
pretty
that
cool.
was.
Touching on different boundaries and relationships in life. So respect each other's boundaries.
Right.
Or if you're in a relationship and y'all haven't set them, y'all gotta set them.
Yeah. That's
You know.
very important.
Yeah, because it's a peace of a mind too, and you want to have your peace of a mind.
Yeah,
You know.
that's very important.
That's for real. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna come into the segment now that we've been gone for a minute.
Yeah.
It's been gone. But it's back, y'all. And it's the Miss G goodie bag.
Yeah.
And during this time, Miss G get letters where some are cool, some are funny, some are crazy, some are not for kids, and I think some are entertainment. But at the same time, we
Some
like,
can be disrespectful.
and some can be disrespectful. We have one. Matter of fact, I
Had
think
a
we had a
couple.
couple, but we only
Yeah.
read one because I think the other one it crossed them boundaries, so
Yeah.
we ain't want to go there,
Right.
or turn me back to the old me. But anyway, so y'all, we gonna get this next segment started, y'all, with the Miss G letters. So go ahead and
Mrs.
take it
G
away.
letter on boundaries. That's what we was talking about it because we had seen this letter and I'm like, okay. So it say, hey Marshalls, this letter is about me and my wife boundaries we set in our marriage. Hello to you guys. We have been married for over 2 years. We will be celebrating our third wedding anniversary in the Bahamas next week. All right. Bahamas, here you
Congratulations.
come. And happy anniversary too.
That's right.
When we
happy
started
anniversary.
dating, we were talking about boundaries. She felt that in order to have a healthy relationship, there should be boundaries in place. I think so too. We are married now, and her boundaries are a little out of hand. Like, for instance, I can't hold the door for another woman if we are out somewhere. My mom raised a gentleman, so it's just a natural courtesy. I can't hug another woman, not even her best friend, and she feels like I shouldn't be speaking to a woman first. Example, we were at a gathering, and one of the people that was there was a woman who just, in passing, said hello. The lady in passing said hello back, but she spoke to both of us. She didn't like that. I do understand respect, but that's a bit overboard. I have a best friend that I have known for years, and when I say years, we grew up together. The best friend is a woman. She is a bit friendly, but I don't think she means any harm. My wife does not like the fact that she will call me at any time, morning or night. My wife doesn't like that when she comes visit, she is overly huggable and friendly. My wife's words were that she feels like she is overstepping boundaries, and it's my responsibility to let her know it. My wife said if I don't, she will. Ooh, girl. What do you guys think? is my wife boundaries taking it too far? Sign, what is healthy boundaries? First of all, I just want to say happy anniversary to you two. And I also want to say, you guys remember that y'all are about to celebrate 3 years of marriage, and each year is not going to be roses and cotton candy. So you're going to have problems, but it's good to communicate those problems now because y'all are early in your marriage. So things that can be communicated and can work out, do it, because you, like I said, you're early in your marriage and you don't want something of like this boundaries to set you guys back, so, or even come between you guys. So remember, y'all about to go to Bahamas now. Y'all about to enjoy yourself on the beach and the sun and all of that. So, communicate. So I'm glad of that. So yeah, let's go.
And then I hope she understands going to the Bahamas. You're going to meet a lot of different people over there.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Yeah, that's friendly. Yeah, that's really
just
friendly.
The nature of their business. You got to be able to trust and know your spouse. And, because like one, I have an issue with the holding the door. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
what you
my
mean?
issue is she shouldn't be mad about that.
Oh, yeah.
Being a gentleman.
I agree with that.
Like you said, as a young man, as a man personally, we all were taught hold the door open for a woman. Now, you can't just be up in the store holding the door letting every woman come in. But if it's a woman behind you, go and open the door. I mean, I do it all the time. It's no disrespect or no ill will. It's just, I'm being a gentleman holding the door. Simple and plain. So, girl, quit tripping on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's simple.
I agree with my husband. Like, holding the door for a woman, I can see if y'all got out the car and y'all was walking into the store and then he ran back to the door and he saw the woman, he opened the door. No, but if we walking in and the woman is walking in behind me, or even if the woman is walking out, if he's opening the door for you to walk in and the woman is walking out of it and he holds the door, I don't see anything wrong with that neither. I mean, I never had a problem with Kevin opening the door for a woman. Now, if he's opening the door for other women, he not opening the door for you, that's the problem right there. Now, that's a boundary that needs to be set. Yeah. But he sounds like he's opening the door for you too, and so I don't see a problem with that. That's something that y'all have to work out and communicate, because if she has a problem with that. Now, the speaking part, this is my problem I have. If a woman is being sincere and he's not being disrespectful and there's no hidden agenda, that woman is going to speak to you too. Now, if the woman is always speaking to your husband and not speaking to you, then I would have a problem with that. That would be something that we would talk about and have to set boundaries to. Like, really, for real. But I don't see anything wrong with if we're walking by and a woman just speaks like, hello, like, now if the woman just flat out, y'all walking, like say the mall, we walking in the mall and then we walk past a woman, and if she just downright saying hello to Kevin, and I'm like, what? Who is that, first of all? Why she, then that's the difference. But if y'all just walking and passing, it's just a little like, hello, and then he like, hello, or nod his head, and then she be like, how y'all doing? Then I don't see anything wrong with that. As long as there's no flirtatious.
It can't be like that lady in Vegas, just grab my hand.
Right, like stuff like that. Now that is, crossing boundaries.
Yeah, that's like, crossing boundaries.
She just grabbed his hand like they was just, I'm like, what is going on here? So as far as that part,
Yeah, that's
that's a communication part that y'all need to talk about. Now, she also said that
not the ex or the best
no,
friend.
she said the best friend. She said she can't. Now, this is the part right here.
Nah, the
The
best
hugging,
friend.
the hugging.
Oh, the best friend being.
No, she said no. She said that he don't even want him to hug her best friend. So say like Angela come up here and she be like, "Hey, Kevin," and stuff like that. She don't even want him doing that. I don't have a problem with my best friend and my husband hugging, long as it's appropriate hug.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I
No.
don't have a problem with men. I don't have a problem with hugging. Period. It's just got to be appropriate. But if it's like, yeah, I don't. I just don't.
I mean,
If I'm cool with the person, and they're like, for instance, if they're hugging me and hugging you, I don't have a problem with that.
yeah, but you gotta always watch.
But
Sometimes, but you gotta watch.
And then it's how a person hug you too.
Hug you, and then hell, I'm gonna keep it real. It's who hugging you, because everybody can't hug over my wife.
Yeah.
I don't play that. I do respect one person here, who every time he sees us,
he asks,
he
"Can
say,
he hug me?"
"Brother, can I give your wife a hug?"
Yeah.
And it ain't one of them frontal hugs, because I would have been had to stop.
I don't hug frontal. I always hug like that. I never hug frontal.
But it's just saying you have to watch that too, because people have motives too. And me, even though I'm a cool cat, but I don't trust everybody.
Yeah.
Especially with mine. So everybody can't hug her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hug everybody. It's just that simple and plain. We know the boundaries, we know the limitations, and we know who and who not too. Simple and plain.
Yeah.
Because you got to watch certain people, because some people do things despite, and that's where the trust come in for one for us. But at the same time, I don't trust a lot of other people outside my circle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I ain't with everybody hugging mine either. I'm just gonna keep it 100.
I mean, I don't want everybody hugging mine either, because women have hidden agendas too. But like people that I know, and you have to watch that. You have to watch how they hug your husband, because you never. I feel like a woman and a man should not be hugging each other frontal if it's not your significant other. Why are we hugging like that? Like, we shouldn't be hugging like that. We should be hugging like, get that church hug, that side hug.
Damn sure better not hug from behind.
Right, but we shouldn't, that should be. Now, what about the best friend? He got a best friend that's a female. They've been best friends for a long time.
The best friend crossed a lot of boundaries.
But the best friend crossed a lot of boundaries too.
First off,
calling all times of the day and night.
Very touchy,
huggable, touchy type.
Yeah, she gotta understand that.
But he don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well, he gotta understand too. You got a wife, right. And your wife got feelings too, and don't know. I'm pretty sure if I had a female best friend, you're not gonna be, why she always hugging? You're going to be on that. You're going to ask questions. And, but you the kind of person, you're going to say something to her. Yeah. Like his wife want to say something.
Yeah.
And, bro, I think he probably should let her address it. Because obviously you ain't addressing it.
Yeah. I think
you got to address that, though.
Yeah, I think with their situation, what happened was when they first started, like, dating each other, and then when they got married, the wife wasn't really... she was kind of cool with it at first, because she didn't think nothing of it, because they was dating each other first, and stuff. You don't really pay attention to those things at first. And then as the marriage went on, she started seeing, because she probably thought what was going to happen was they were going to remain good friends, but what the wife thought was the best friend would have boundaries. This my husband now, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what she thought. But when she saw that the best friend wasn't changing, it's to the point where it's like, now I'm either going to have to say something or you're going to have to say something, because she's overstepping her boundaries.
Big time.
Yeah, like, big time. That's not cool.
Nope, not at all. So you gotta address that, my friend. And if you want your marriage to last and prosper, man. Correct the little problems now, so it don't become a greater problem later.
Right, right.
For real.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep. So
I agree.
yeah.
Because they new in their marriage right now.
Oh yeah.
So they, you don't want those type of problems coming between you and your wife. Because at the end of the day, y'all won. So y'all supposed to have each other back before any best friend anyway.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Take care of that, bro.
Right.
You know, say your marriage. You know, like they say, a happy wife is a happy life. So that's a little thing. You can confront that and get that corrected right now. You know, because trust me, you're only 3 years in. We 29 years in. And, bro, it's way more stuff that's going to be coming towards y'all than that. So make sure you correct that, man.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
And once again, is that it for that letter?
That was it.
So once again, you know, we want to say happy anniversary to y'all.
Yes.
Go enjoy the Bahamas. Young lady, remember, there's a lot of friendly women over there, just as well as there's a lot of friendly men. And they going to speak to y'all, speak to you, him, together. Who knows? But, man, don't mess up your trip.
That's what I was going to say. Don't mess up the trip worrying about the women. Long as they not overstepping their boundaries, then I wouldn't even care, because what I'm caring about is I'm with my husband celebrating my 3rd anniversary, and we at the Bahamas.
And he coming back to the room with you. So
right. That's what I'm thinking.
On?
So they can say hi and smile all they want to. That's fine. As long as you're not touching mine, then that's the thing, or trying to come on to mine. Then that's a different thing there. Like my husband was saying, we in Vegas and the girl just grabbed her and was all in his face, and she was about to get it.
That's what she wanted, but we wouldn't get it. Let's quit that.
Oh my God!
But anyway,
we I don't play that. I don't play stuff like that.
Don't mess up your good thing. You know, enjoy yourself. Keep loving yourself. Set them boundaries. Keep communication open. Go back to some of our past shows. We talk a lot about that.
Yeah, because I had used to have a problem with Kevin when he used to coach. A lot of times, if me and him is together, and a parent or even a female period will come to him, and I feel like that's disrespectful. You come over there talking to him, but you not acknowledging me, and you see me standing here, you're not speaking to me or whatever. Like, he got to set that boundary. You see what I'm saying? Like, he got to let him know, like, you see my wife or whatever. And I used to always get on him on that. Like, you can't sit here and that's disrespectful. A woman speaking to you, but not speaking to your wife, you can't, no. So I can see if that was happening too, then yeah, but it sounds like to me that's not happening. Like, he's not doing anything. The best friend thing, you got to nip that in the bud. But
yeah, quick, because that's going to be your downfall, bro, that best friend. But that goes back to me. My personal opinion, I just don't think a man and woman can be best friends. We had them discussions before, too.
Yeah, we had a podcast on, did we have a podcast on that?
Yeah, we had some great conversations on that, too, especially with our family.
Our podcast family, yeah.
So, it's things you got to work on, man, and both of y'all got to work on. Y'all young into the marriage, you got a long way to go. And like I always say, it don't take one day to climb a mountain. So take your time, make the right steps, and just, do right by each other.
Yeah.
For real. So that's a pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good letter.
Good letter, good show for the night, Hope everybody enjoy it.
You can always follow back up with us, too, and email us back and follow up, because I really want to know if you guys even communicated it, because I want to know how she feels about that, And you telling her how you feel, like the boundaries may be a little overboard, so, yeah.
That's true. Well, I think it was another good show for today.
I do, too. I do, too.
So, y'all, we're going to get ready to get out of here. But once again, we want to say thank everybody for tuning in to the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast. I'm your boy, Kevin.
And your girl, Joya.
And this is the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast, where it's all about life, love.
and relationships.
Until next week, y'all. Peace.
Peace.